We have escaped the vile clutches of the sanctuary. And it's daylight!
We have escaped the church! Run!
So, I guess we were in Hyrule Castle all night long. Let's not question what we were doing in there.
Time passes very strangely here, apparently.
Yes.
That or it was just really, really cloudy while it was raining.
That's also a possibility. Either that or the old man had a lot to say. Also, we're going to Kakiriko Village, so prepare your napping pillows and whatnot, because it's the village. What? Thy face looks nothing like that! Ah!
Destroy the evidence!
Destroy all the evidence. Too bad it respawns. Grumble. And so, we talk to this... Is that an old lady or an old man? The face strikes me as old man, but the hair strikes me as old lady.
I want to say old lady.
It's probably old lady, but either way, she's really got the moves. Look at her idle animation once this dialogue finishes. Dance! Dance! Do that jig!
Doing the old lady dance!
Destroy all the pottery because people weren't here to tell
Yes.
me things to my amusement. Okay, if I was being, like, efficient, I wouldn't have gone into this house until later, but, you know, this is not a speed run.
Who needs speedruns?
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be breaking all the vases that I don't need anything from. So then there's
Yes.
this puzzle.
Oh, yeah. And don't you get, like, only one shot at this?
Yeah, for every chest that you don't open this first time that you go down here, it'll be permanently opened. It's just 20 rupees a piece, so it's nothing important, but money is money.
But we want the shinies!
Precious red shinies that you don't get anywhere else right now.
Yeah, they're a lot more valuable than the red gems in Spyro.
Also of note, the NPC in there mentions blind. Funny how that's brought up, like, way, way, way before blind is a thing.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't he refer to blind as a he?
I'm not sure technically if blind is actually male or female. It could just be magic using a disguise and disguising gender too to make it all the more confusing or something. I don't know, man.
True. Monsters are weirdos like that.
Yes.
Bombs!
Bombs, 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 bombs.
With the power of explosions, you can destroy all your neighbors!
Yes.
Oh, it's okay, we'll be using those last couple of bombs for renovations.
Amusingly, my main memory of bombs was actually playing Smash Brothers with my uncle. He would always play as Link, accidentally pull out bombs, and throw them in a panic.
Oh dear. That is one thing about playing games with your entire family. There's going to be ones that don't quite get it.
It involves
Well,
entertaining things.
It's true. And hey, I mentioned we'd be back. Hope you don't mind me renovating your house a little bit. And taking all the
Money and
stuff I
hearts.
find in it. Link is a valuable member of society.
Some old person told me destiny. That means I can have your stuff, right?
This is the character what runs around and just steals from everybody. And screw that lady and her reporting on us. Stupid tattletale.
Yeah, really.
Now this one's definitely an old lady.
Yeah, it's the same hairstyle, so I'm gonna go with the other one was an old lady, too.
Seriously, their faces are freaky. Apparently, if you cough cough and miss snip sniff, you are therefore sick and can't go outside to play.
The only way to defeat the wizard.
Well, I guess I could use bug catching that, but It just goes so badly if he fires the purple spread shot. I mean, blue spread shot. I know my colors.
It just makes me laugh that that actually works. After the whole quest, you have to get the Master Sword. No, you can kill him with a bug net.
By the way, chicken in a vase.
It totally fits, right?
It's just there. It's like, what are you even doing? And
Well,
so
I mean,
we
you've
go
heard
to
of
the...
chicken pot pie. We have the chicken, we have the pot, we just need a pie.
Well, I guess there's an oven in one of these houses. Also, isn't this the best house? It has a totally overgrown front yard and 6 beds and a rug.
Well, it's just the save point from your RPG.
Nobody needs to know about the houses of 40 beds. There's so much stuff that you can find out about in this town when you first come here, and you don't find out anything about it until, like, way later in the game.
It's nice that they pay attention to detail like that, though, and put all these kinds of things in there. That's nice.
It's like, it's meant to get your curiosity going, because, of course, this was in the era of video games where you don't have everything spoiled. Also, shop music.
But, I mean, yeah, just compare that to the townspeople in Zelda 2 that were like, I have nothing to say.
It's like, go away. Hello! I have nothing to say to you. It's like, wow. You're all a bunch of douches. Or the ones that would give you vague hints for something that's like 3/4 of the way through the game.
Yes.
Little boy has marked the place on her map.
Or the one that asks you to get her some water and the fountain is like right next door to her.
Oh, I like doing that playthrough even if it took me goddamn forever.
Oh, man.
So, if anybody wants to know,
house.
the vast majority... The vast majority of the Zelda 2 footage was recorded well ahead of time of my posting it because it took weeks to do each section sometimes.
I would imagine.
Oh, I really gotta stop recording marathon games, heaven's sakes.
Congratulations, you have arrows. Those will come in useful at some point.
Definitely useful. I have a bow, I can use them right now. I'll use my shield and just find some silly string and... I gotta MacGyver it! I need a bow somehow!
Yes.
I decided to take this route because exploration.
Exploration is fun.
The hitbox just makes me so sad. I just feel better poking them to death.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh. Here we have bow enemies. You can block their arrows if you don't attack because then your shield's in front of you because that's the mechanic.
But why can't you just grab their bow instead of having to find one specifically in a dungeon?
Well, you see, theirs are made of cheap wood and it keeps breaking after one shot.
Fair enough.
They don't have a proper string. It's not made of horsehair. You get that really fine quality one.
Yes.
So, despite the fact that they know who's the wanted one, there's not actually all that many guards outside of Link's house. In fact, there's not even any up on the hill by his house.
Yeah, pretty much. That is kind of silly. I don't think I've ever really stopped to think about that.
I think just Agatha doesn't care, so like, okay, I'll go get her when I need her. It's just a boy, don't make me laugh. And so we see the newest version of Octoroks. They're so freaking tiny.
Yes.
Oh no! It is he! Sahashamansamanada!
Speaking of names that I never know how to pronounce or say or spell or anything.
I think it's supposed to be Sahasrahla?
That sounds mysticky enough. Let's go with that.
Sahasrahla! I'm not gonna be consistent with that throughout the course of these videos.
Not even close.
But yeah, this is apparently the elder. You can tell because
So what did
he
old
has a mystical
Sarsaparilla tell
alien
us?
head. Well, he told us the legend of you have to gather the pendants to get the Master Sword, so go get the MacGuffins.
Alright, yeah. MacGuffin set 1.
Yes, we must require all 3 pendants of courage, wisdom, and power. Because this is the elements of the Link world. Yes.
Yes.
So I'm kind of dumb here, and I decided to run past this Armos. Not the best idea. Almost caused trouble.
Can they even go upstairs?
No.
Doesn't look like it.
They just get stuck there. But yes, time for the Eastern Palace. I think that's what this place is called.
Yeah, I believe so.
This is the... Well, I mentioned the High Herald Castle was the introductory dungeon. Well, this is the more introductory dungeon.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. This is kind of the first one of, hey, let's find an item in the dungeon and use it to beat the boss, I think.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's really small, so it lets you find the things like the map, the compass, and the big key fast. Also, 100 rupees, just because.
I can only guess that's another palette limitation thing that they didn't just give it a different color there, just green and stamp a number on it.
Instead, you must squint really hard. Either they thought that they'd get to the point of being too many colors. Well, that obviously changed.
So, yeah.
Oh, better get all the rupees to pay Tingle.
And then sad things happen, like, you have too many rupees. Well, guess I'll just put these back in the chest.
But I need the chest marked as open!
That bugged the OCD in me so much.
Me too. Here, have a map. Wait, I have to say
Yay.
it right. You got a map!
Oh yeah, this
I've always
place is
been
pretty tiny.
Yeah, it's really, really small. Like, there's not a whole lot in it. You pretty much just stumble over the items and get going. The map is the only one
I
you
guess
have to
that's
go
why
out
they
of the way
didn't
to
bother
get.
giving it really that much of a special name. Just, hey, we have a tiny dungeon, it's in the east, Eastern Palace.
I'm gonna have to actually look up the names of these places, because I have no ideas! I only know the most infamous ones, like Turtle Rock.
I know the one in the mountains is
I'm
Tower of
lost.
Hera.
Tower of Hair.
No. Hera,
Okay,
like the goddess.
So these skeletons are really annoying. They're programmed to hop away from you when you swipe your sword. If you want to have nice and easy,
Yet they're pretty
then
bad
you
about
just-
landing on your sword if you just hold it out for them.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't, they react to your button press, so if you just hold out your sword, you're fine. Also, it's Sahasrahla! He follows
Get out
us
of my
everywhere.
head, Sarsaparilla!
No! Don't touch the panels, Link! He'll invade your mind! Oh. Look, I understand Link's head is pretty empty, but still, to have some respect.
I'm just going to make myself at home here.
So, I totally caught that fairy, by the way. Definitely caught the
Yes.
fairy. With, like, the very nose of the... Okay, so apparently hitting fairies over the head is how you catch them, rather than catching them in the net part of the net. Way to go, past me. Way to almost walk directly into an enemy.
Whatever works, though. Why are you gonna need a bottled fairy?
I just did that to demonstrate that you can catch fairies. That's literally it.
Fair enough.
That's why I didn't catch a second one, so I can demonstrate catching something else. So many dark rooms. And I can't believe I didn't see that second skeleton there until that point. It's like, what corner was he hiding in? Oh, and then there's this enemy that's like just around the corner.
Want to do a no damage run? All the dark rooms!
So, fun fact about the pink, I guess they call them bubbles or anti-fairies. In the darkness room there, they remember where they are when you transition over to the room where you get the key. So, if you go into that door just as they're passing over the door, well, you're pretty screwed, because you're going to walk right back out of that door and smash face first into them.
That's a problem.
Yeah, so be careful about that timing. It tends to hurt. Also, this weird room where the anti-fairies just launch every direction once you destroy everything else.
That old
We got a
Windows
big
game,
key.
Jazzball.
With the big key, we can then unlock doors that have keyholes as big as Link's head.
Yes.
As well as the giant chest with a normal-sized keyhole, so I guess the big key is very adaptable.
Yes, apparently. What's in the box? What's in the box?
We get a bow! And we get a trap! So it's not even worth killing these guys, because they have like 1 billion health and expect you to use the bow on them.
That and it just looks silly. We're going to throw our heads at you. Ooh.
Spinning heads of doom! And I really need to stop taking risks, because that is going to cause trouble later on.
Oh, yes it is.
It's like, don't mind me just getting dangerously close to a fast-moving enemy to try and get a greed shot in instead of just taking my time. Past me is not very smart, just saying. Yeah, let's just jump down there. That's a great idea.
Yeah. No damage runs usually do tend to take a hit in the style department because you need to play safe.
I don't know how to stop! I play carelessly and stylish whenever I want.
That or you just start yelling at your past self, "What are you doing?"
So normally you have to wait for an elevator here, so you carefully go with the guy. What are you doing? Oh. I'll never understand my mindset when I record these damn things. But we're almost at the end of the dungeon already. Like, sad truth.
Yeah, this place goes pretty quickly if you know what you're doing.
So many marbles! So many marbles. That's okay. The red eyeball dudes, I guess I'll call them. They can only be damaged by
I have no
arrow
idea
pots
what
don't
they're
work
called.
anymore. They have a giant eyeball, they have fuzzy little ears, and they have a cape. That's all I know about them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so certain enemies in this game have a chance of dropping a lot more rupees than others.
Nice rainbow of shinies.
Exactly. Little wriggly dudes can tempt me quite a bit. Oh man, are you ready for an exciting boss fight room?
Oh man, I'm so ready.
It's almost the most challenging boss in existence.
Everybody ready? And bouncy, 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 bouncy.
They kind of just bounce around into different formations. The only thing that's likely to hit you sometimes is when they form a tight circle, but the problem is they're kind of weak and kind of pathetic. You can damage the last guy
very
with
allergic
a
to
sword
arrows.
if you need to. Yes. But you usually have enough arrows, and that's the fight right there. That's all they do. The funny thing is, that battle's over super quick, but you got to see everything they do anyways.
You have earned the olive necklace.
This is the one of courage. You're courageous because you beat the first dungeon. Now we're done here.
Yes.